everyone, welcome back to She Tried It. As you all know by now from checking my community posts here on YouTube, I switched up my posting schedule a bit. I'll now be posting one video every 2 weeks where I talk about a new make and a topic. Today I want to share with y'all this gorgeous love sweater. And on that same topic of love, I want to share with y'all 5 things that I love that have absolutely nothing to do with knit or crochet. As usual, there will be timestamps below, so let's get started. Is from a New York designer named Leah Prestamo, maybe? For those who don't know, I have a theory that New York houses some of the best fiber designers. I have yet to meet a crochet or knit designer from New York and say to myself, ooh, that design is horrible. I don't know what's in the water in New York, but everything those designers make is absolutely amazing. Leah's no different, so she's helping keep my strange theory alive. Leah was taught to knit by her grandmother when she was 5 years old, and she's been knitting ever since. She loves surrounding herself with beautiful things, and if Leah had her way, she would spend every moment knitting, sewing, weaving, gardening, and watching people more creative than her make beautiful things. Leah's patterns are available for everyone to enjoy on Lovecrafts and Ravelry. As always, her pattern library for each platform will be linked in the description box below. Saw this pattern, I was instantly hooked. But as you may know from watching my video I made about things that scared me in knit and crochet, the color work in the sweater was a bit terrifying for me. As I understand it, that is a technique called intarsia. Regardless, I moved forward and I couldn't wait to post a video and give y'all tips on how I overcame my fear with intarsia. Unfortunately, that won't be happening in today's video. You might be thinking, well, I see the word love on your sweater, so what did you do? First and foremost, I want to thank God for his unmerited favor towards me and not letting me completely frog this project. Secondly, I want to thank Two of Wands. I know I talk about her way too much in this channel, but I honestly can't help it because she's amazing. And yes, she's from New York as well. So first and foremost, this pattern is awesome. It's extremely beginner friendly and it comes in 7 different sizes for a body circumference of 35.5 inches to 71 inches. The charts in the pattern to place the letters were very simple to understand. I want to make it abundantly clear that the issue I had with this pattern had absolutely nothing to do with Leah and everything to do with me. To be honest, when I followed the pattern exactly while completing the color work using intarsia, it didn't look horrible. I was actually pretty proud of myself for knitting 2 different colors at the same time. The only issue I had was keeping gauge. Whatever I was doing was causing the sweater to look bumpy and not really neat. It wasn't the look that I was going for at all. I would watch videos for tips on how to improve my technique, but before I could find a helpful video, I stumbled on a term called duplicate stitch. Of course, I looked up tutorials on YouTube to help me learn this new technique, and what did I find but a 40-minute video from Two of Wands titled Everything You Need to Know About Duplicate Stitch. If that's not God looking out for me, I don't know what is. The title of this video is absolutely true, and I really did learn everything I needed to know. So in simpler terms, the only modification I did to this pattern was doing the color work using duplicate stitch rather than intarsia. As you might be able to tell, my duplicate stitch has tons of mistakes, but I still love how it turned out. I don't think it's that bad for a first try. And if you're new to knitting or inexperienced with intarsia, I highly recommend using duplicate stitch as well. Is sponsored by the lovely We Crochet. They also provided me with this lovely yarn that's completely new to this channel. This yarn is called Mighty Stitch and it has a sheen like no other. As y'all know, I've been diving a bit deeper into the acrylic yarns from We Crochet and I've been extremely satisfied with every single one I've tried. Mighty Stitch is no exception. This yarn is 80% acrylic and 20% superwash wool. This yarn is classified as worsted weight yarn, but there is a bulky and super bulky yarn of this exact same yarn. The worsted weight yarn that I use comes with 208 yards for every 100 grams gained. The main color I use for most of the sweater is called cream. For the letters, I use the color Love Letter. I do have leftovers of this yarn, so if you're interested in trying this yarn out, be sure to check my Mercari shop in the description box below. Honestly, I think I have enough yarn in each color to make a whole new love sweater. stigma in the knit and crochet community that you can't just like it. You have to be addicted to it. It needs to be the only thing you want to do. I just want to have my yarn and coffee. I don't want to go out. I just want to stay home and knit. Yes, my plans are canceled. Now I can stay home and crochet. For the most part, people are joking when they say these things, but like most jokes, there's a little bit of truth to it. I want to take some time to share some things I love, dare I say more than crochet or knitting. Hopefully it encourages everyone to back away from the hook or the needle and take some time to do something else. We all saw this one coming. For those who've watched my videos where my family rates my makes, you know how important those people are to me. Whether it's a big gathering or a one-on-one time with each person, I really do enjoy spending time with my family. No, we aren't a perfect family, and yes, we have our issues, but my goodness, those people are hilarious. I'm not one to share personal times with my family, but this moment was amazing, and I really want to share it to prove a point. I was recently on Teary duty at my sister's house. For those who don't know, Teary is what my nieces and nephew call me. Anyways, I go to spend a couple days over there and it didn't really go as planned, but we did have time to stop at Five Below. All the kids literally wasted my money getting stuff they didn't need, but justified to me why they did need it. But I got one little bootleg Jenga game. I thought it would be perfect to play with my youngest niece because she's really into color. We love playing this game. She was absolutely terrible at it, but losing was so much fun that she didn't even care.
What brings you to Porto Rosso?
You need to fix it. That's not fair.
How do I fix it?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I was playing that bootleg Jenga with her, the thought of my knit or crochet projects were the furthest thing from my mind. Pretty predictable, but this is a wide topic. I really enjoy many aspects of food. I love cooking, as I've stated before. I meal prep my lunches every single week, so cooking is a very common activity around here. I love eating, which I honestly don't know who doesn't enjoy eating. I love watching people cook. I think I've said that before, but one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube is What I Eat in a Day videos. Most people probably think I binge watch knitting and crochet stitch tips and tricks, but no, I'm over here watching people cook and eat. Oh, and I love grocery shopping. This may seem weird, but my mom and I both share this love. If we go out of town, we love checking out grocery stores that our city doesn't have. Honestly, we even sometimes check grocery stores that our city does have. You better believe that a Walmart in Houston is totally different than a Walmart in the deep country parts of Mississippi. Weird, but I noticed a few years ago that I love to laugh every single day. And when I don't, I feel off. Telling y'all I love laughing reminds me of the movie Elf when Buddy says he loves smiling and smiling is his favorite, but it's so true. I really enjoy laughing at something every single day. Usually this is accomplished with my hilarious family. I'm almost always guaranteed good laughs when I call my mom and dad at the end of the day. Even my sister makes me laugh when we text each other throughout the week because she's literally the queen of gifts. And I can't forget my boyfriend. As corny as he is, he somehow manages to make me laugh almost every day. Big one, and honestly, it's a big one for a lot of Black women. Hair is just so strong in the Black community. I've always had natural hair my entire life. By that, I mean that I've never had a perm or a chemical relaxer. However, I did go through a huge chunk of my life hating my hair. I hated how I couldn't swim and come out looking like the Little Mermaid. I hated how rough people were when they were trying to detangle it. I even hated how unkept it looked. But as I've said before, I work full-time as an engineer. As you might expect, there aren't too many other people in my field that look like me. I remember when I first started my job and I felt like I needed to straighten my hair to have a more professional look. It looked fine straight, but my curls were absolutely tragic. I then transitioned into nice updos during the week and letting my hair be free on the weekends. It wasn't until one of my white coworkers in HR asked me why I never wore my hair out. She followed me on Instagram and saw how I had big, beautiful curls I rocked on the weekends, but noticed that I had a slick back bun every time I came to work. She challenged me to 5 days of wearing my hair out at work. Thinking back back on it now, it sounds absolutely ridiculous. But I remember those 5 days being so hard. The first day I wore my hair out, I literally got scared in the elevator on the way up to my office and I ran to the restroom and put my hair in a bun. Now, I wear my hair how I want to and I have no issues. And most of the time, I do wear it out curly. Right now, I have a personal goal of becoming a shareholder in my company in the future. All the shareholders get professional headshots and I want to be able to take one with huge, natural, healthy, voluptuous curls. With God is of the utmost importance to me. I wasn't really sure how to word this, but I went with cultivating my relationship. I want to make it very clear that I know works don't make you a better Christian or a better person. I truly believe there's nothing you can do to make God love you more, and there's nothing you can do that can make God love you less. Without going into every single thing I believe, just read the Bible. Whatever it says, that's what I believe. What I'm referring to now is things that let me know God is real, He loves me, and He cares for me. These things include prayer, reading my Bible, daily devotionals, weekly Bible study, all of that. However, the ideal setting for me is going to a coffee shop, preferably on a cold and rainy day, and working on a crochet or knit project while I watch a sermon. I love watching Andy Stanley sermons. He's one of my favorite preachers. Some people have favorite movies with certain actors, and I legit have favorite Andy Stanley sermons that I watch over and over again. For those interested, one of my favorite sermons by him is called When God. It's a 3-part series that addresses when God is inattentive, uncooperative, and late. If I'm able to find it, I'll definitely be sure to leave it in the description box below. That's all I have for today. If you decide to make this gorgeous love sweater, let me know if you do duplicate stitch or intarsia. Also, be sure to find some things you love that aren't necessarily knit or crochet. Fiber arts are amazing and can be easily addicting, but if it's all you do, you could be missing out on some things that are way more amazing. And before I leave, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. See you in my next video. Bye.